All right, grade 8, we're continuing along here in chapter 3. Our focus here right now for today's video is similar triangles. Well, talking about what exactly a similar triangle is. It's pretty basic, ladies and gentlemen. Similar triangles, the rule, if the angle measurements, my S got erased here. If the angle measurements of two different triangles are congruent, the triangles are similar. So, let's talk about what that means. Let's read that again. Rule, if the angle measurements of two different triangles are congruent, the triangles are similar. Well, let's look at these examples. Here we have two similar triangles. They're clearly not the same size. This one here is clearly smaller in size than this one here. However, when we look at the angle measurements, we see that this one has a 95-degree angle. This one has a 95-degree angle. This one has a 65-degree angle. This one has a 65-degree angle. This one has a 20-degree angle. This one has a 20-degree angle. Their angle measurements of all the angles are the same. Thus, these are considered similar triangles. Not similar triangles basically means the angle measurements are not the same. Now here, once again, this one at the top is clearly smaller in size than this one here at the bottom. They both have right angles, okay? So they both have 90-degree angles, as we can see there. But the other two angles in this one are 44 and 46. The other two angles in this one are 37 and 53. The angle measurements are not all the same. Hence, these two triangles are not similar. If you can understand that, 8th grade, you're going to understand the concept in the lesson that we're doing today. In fact, we just have two examples. This is not a long video for lesson 3.4. Sometimes videos are longer. Today is not one of those days. Tell whether the triangles are similar. Well, let's see what needs to happen here. If I look at this first one, I have 80 and 28 and x. So they're not just going to give you the angle measurements. You're going to actually have to do some math in your assignment. So this assignment assumes that you remember that there are 180 degrees in a triangle, that all three angle measurements in every triangle form a sum of 180 degrees. So if I come over here and I add the two that I know, which will be 28 plus 80, 8 and 0 make 8, 2 plus 8 make 10, I get 108. Then if I take that 108 away from the total, which is 180, I can't do 0 minus 8, borrow from the 8, make it a 7. And of course, you can just use your calculator here. 10 minus 8 is 2, but it doesn't hurt to do it long way, kind of keep those skills sharp. 7 minus 0 is 7. 1 minus 1 is nothing. I get 72 degrees. So now I know that x equals 72 degrees. Now, I can see now that these are not going to be similar. I don't have to take the time to figure out why. Because I can see here I've got a 28-degree angle, and those are the same. But this one's 71 degrees. There's no 71-degree angle up here. It's 80 and 72. So I can tell that these are not similar. And that's simply what you would write down. Number 2, we have two right triangles with right angles. All right, if we want to go ahead and solve for y, I know that this is 90. So if I go ahead and add that right angle, which is 90, plus the 24-degree angle that I see right here, okay, 0 plus 4 is 4. 9 plus 2 is 11. That gives me 114. If I take that 114 away from the 180, once again, remember, that's a key thing to remember in this lesson, that in all triangles, all three angles added together equal 180 degrees. I take that 180, I subtract the 114 Okay, I can't do 0 minus 4, so I borrow from the 8, make it a 7, make the 0 a 10. 10 minus 4 is 6, 7 minus 1 is 6, 1 minus 1 is nothing. So now I know that y is 66 degrees. Now to figure out whether they're similar or not. Well, I see that both of them have a right angle. This one does. That one does. I see that this one has a 66 degree angle, as does this one have a 66 degree angle, which tells me that if two of them are the same, the third one has to be the same if they're going to equal 180. It's just common sense there. So if this is 24, x also has to equal 24 degrees, which means that these two triangles are similar. All right, that's what we're doing today for grade 8. All right, talk to you later. Bye.